Want me to fire?
What?
Fire?
Yeah,
What happened when you go out at night?
I don't go out. Such a pain in the... Last week I had one of those days where I woke up and just realized where I was at in life. I'm 50 years old and I'm tired of carrying trays and running and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and tired of anything else for right now. Always depending for my money on how other people feel about me. Right here. You're welcome. Enjoy your breakfast. So when you ask what would be my dream, I don't have one. The only thing I can think of, I just want weekends off. I have worked weekends for over 30 years. I don't get holidays off. I don't get Mother's Day off. I work I think that would be the most important to me, is having my holidays and weekends off. Hospital bill, credit card, gas card. There's my motorcycle insurance, my car payment, sprinkler fitters. I still pay dues even though I don't work with a construction company. I worked a construction job for 8 years. So I went from making $50 an hour to making about $300 a week. I worked last Saturday, 8 hours, I made $50. So last week, my total income was 140, less than 300 for the week. Paid my credit card this morning, just the minimum balance, and hope to God that it doesn't go through till Friday. But you know, I live off my credit cards when I don't make enough money. So the last couple of months, it's been minimum balances.
Emilia's credit card debt is now $16,000, which is just above the national household average of $15,000.
There it goes. I can't do any worse than where I'm at. That's for sure. The worst that could happen is that I make the same amount of money. Breakfast and lunch spot, looking for happy, honest people. I don't know about happy, but I'm honest. Ain't that a Oh. This one sounds good, but I'm not sure. Italian restaurant, but see, wine knowledge is a big plus. So I haven't called because I'm freaking out about the wine knowledge. I applied for this one. Morning person to work breakfast and lunch starting at 6 a.m. only Monday through Friday. I would kill to get that job. But they haven't called. Yeah, we miss my mom. Two of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. My mom, she asked me to move here to my dad's house, to their house. So the transition would be easier when she died. You know, to help my dad with things, and because my sisters all have kids, and it was harder for them to, you know, pack up and move with kids. And I said, sure. It's hard to be an adult and move back in with your parents. So, are you okay, Dad?
Yeah, okay.
He's very friendly. And this is my little house, the green one right there. I love my little house. I wish I was here. I bought this house in 2002 when I was in construction. Bought my motorcycle when I was in construction. Bought my car when I was in construction. Yeah, I couldn't have done this with, it's 750 square feet. It's a duplex. Somebody else owns the other side. They used to call it the little dollhouse. It was always clean. I had nice things, and then when you lose a job making $80,000 a year, you know, your options are either to keep it and struggle or let it go, and I chose to rent it.
She was just out of her apprenticeship when I met her, and I was fascinated that she was, you know, doing this job because I didn't know too many. I mean, I watched Flashdance back in the 80s, but I didn't know too many women who got into the trades and succeeded and were accepted and could be part of it all.
I was bartending, and one day somebody said, "Why don't you apply in the trades?" I'm like, "The trades?" They're like, "Yeah, you know, carpenter, blah, blah, blah." And I'm thinking, okay. So I went to all the trades. I went to the electricians, the pipe fitters, sprinkler fitters.
I remember when she got into the union, they gave you a booklet to study over for the test, and she must have studied that thing for months.
I passed the test, and I started May 8th of 2000 for the sprinkler fitters. I thought I died and went to heaven. I had never made that kind of money in my life. I'd never had insurance. I couldn't make the doctor's appointments fast enough. I was like, oh my God, I have insurance, oh my God.
I remember her working on these scissors lifts, you know, to be attaching all the screws and the fittings and the hangers to put the sprinkler heads.
Women in the trades generally don't make it very far. And if you do, it's because you have tough skin. You have to be, I mean, because a lot of those guys will razz you. They, you know what I mean? They don't feel women should be doing their job.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a busy time. We worked consistently. And then in 2008, it dropped. Everything fell. And I got laid off in December of 2008.
When they started hiring back, they just didn't call her back for whatever reason. A younger, stronger man could do probably more than, you know, a 50-year-old woman is probably what a lot of them think.
But it's tough. It's tough to go back. I thought for sure that I'd be able to retire in that field. And I think that's my fear. My fear is of not making enough to be able to upkeep, you know, the things that I have. Because it takes a lot to own a house. I bought the house in 2002 for $95,000, and now I'm underwater on this mortgage. So I'll be here someday. I'll be back.